Since the beginning of time, history has been stored and remembered, retold as lessons from times foregone. At first, it was the very ground on which we tread today who held the secrets of lost worlds and unfathomable monsters. Then, somewhere between the Homo erectus and the Homo neanderthalensis, something changed. We started to remember. We told stories from the past, and by doing so, we were able to learn from the triumphs and the mistakes of our ancestors. Eventually, we became so advanced that we taught ourselves how to capture history in real time as it unfolds. And let's not forget, the camera never lies. This series grants us exclusive access to the abundance of archive footage owned by the National Archive, with special sponsorship from our education body, Ofsted. We want to share with you the great moments that made our great nation. And you won't find that on Facebook or the gram now, will you? In each episode, our journey will be chosen and initiated by this, another great feat of human ingenuity, the Archie Selector System. The Archie Selector System randomly selects footage from the archive and streams them live to your screens at home. I choose this beauty over video games every day of the week. Well, I think it's time we gave it a spin, don't you? It's time for the Archie Selector System to take us back for a bit of real history. Here we go.
Atlantasia, home of the last virgin civilization, untouched by modern man for thousands of years. In 1840, we made an outstanding discovery: Atlantis. The Golden City, the lost treasure unfound by man, and a fine new addition to our great empire. First contact was executed with great courage and bravery. Despite our expectation that the savage Atlanteans would greet us with aggressive retaliation, we rather found that they immediately recognized and submitted to our superior intelligence and posture. But something was certainly not as we expected. Rather than a lavish city with gold, we found that the Atlanteans lived rather simple and primitive lives. The Atlanteans spent the vast majority of their time staring at strange reflective rectangular objects, which appeared to serve no purpose at all. We can decipher from the round buildings and huts they build that they have not yet developed a method of building more complex square structures such as our cathedrals and churches. Good British architecture. Having found the Atlanteans in lack of any apparent wealth in materials or skills, we thought it would be best to emancipate them from their poverty by creating Atlantasia Tourist Park, so that they can share their strange world full of marvelous attractions with you fine British citizens. Look at this poor soul, positively begging for a fine British apple. absolutely ravenous. Come meet Mountain, the megalith maniac. A fine specimen, weighing in at 280 pounds. He spends his days mindlessly hacking away at great slabs of rock to ease the relentless torment of his primitive mind. The big fella appears a little bit camera shy. But don't be fooled, folks. Mountain has a beastly manner and is a real sight to behold. Look at those arms, eh? Witness the small-scale farming techniques of Aggie and the Agriculture Armada, whose minds are so simple they appear to take pleasure in their work. Quite marvelous. Due to their lack of aggression and hunting ability, the Atlanteans are all herbivores. However, their exotic crops and produce are quite delicious and soon to be available across Great Britain in local stores. How about that? Look at that piece of fruit. Fine exotic marvel. The most incredible spectacle Atlantasia has to offer is the Great Dam, the biggest mystery of creation since the Great Pyramids of Egypt. The dam protects the Atlanteans from catastrophic flooding and is the perfect spot for a picnic with panoramic views as far as the eye can see. Beautiful.
Sorry, it seems that's where our journey ends for today. The footage you have just seen cannot be proven and is not accredited by Ofsted as suitable as a source of education. Ofsted does not support the conspiracy that Atlantis was a real place or that it was discovered by British representatives. Sorry, I can't. Can we just acknowledge? He looked just like